Closer with additional camera angles, driver stats, and track information. It's available on mobile, tablet, and connected TVs. Download the app and find out more at NBCSports.com/live. Joey Logano wins the pole. Mike.
And it's becoming a familiar sight here at the Michigan International Speedway. Joey Logano on the pole. In the spring, you're on the pole, and you translated it to a victory. Will you be able to do it again?
I hope so. Track position is a big deal here. That pit stall #1 is a big deal as well. So being able to give our pit crew the advantage to try to keep the track position throughout the race is going to be key. Obviously, this race is no strategy fest, but awesome for the Shell Pennzoil team to get another pole here. I didn't think we were going to get it after the first 2 rounds, and Todd said, "Go out there and take it." I said, "Sure, I'll do that." And made some good adjustments. I was able to hit my line a little bit better, and the car did what I asked it to do that time, and we were able to get the speed out of it. So neat to be able to start front here again in Michigan.
Why did you have doubts after the second round?
I didn't think my balance was that bad. It was a little bit off, but nothing horrible by no means. And I thought I was still a couple tenths off from the fastest car, so I was like, I don't know, but I don't know, a little bit of will made it happen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joey Logano on the pole here in Michigan, Kelly, again.
And as you can see, we just see Jimmie Johnson having a quick word with Carl Edwards. We documented that mishap as Jimmie came out off pit road in front of Carl. What did you just say to him right now?
Plain and simple, sorry. I hate that he had to run a second run and put more laps and temp in his tires. Just a simple mistake made. And it's awfully confusing for the spotters trying to send us out as cars are finishing their laps. And the 2 cars in front of him and the one behind him were finishing, and he clearly was not. And we were under the impression he was. So feel terrible. Glad that he's still got a decent starting spot out of it. But through all of that, just an awesome day for this Lowe's race car, this Lowe's race team. We keep stacking pennies and making this car better and better. And my hat's off to everybody at Hendrick Motorsports and all the hard work they're putting into things. And great practice, great qualifying. We need some more good practice sessions tomorrow and roll that into a nice race.
Starting on the front row at a place where we see a lot of races run from the pole position, just how crucial is this track position to start with?
Michigan's always been, well, since it's been repaved, has been very sensitive. Our track position's been very important, so we'll take it. We'll stack more pennies in the right direction and hopefully have a nice race on Sunday. So our past history shows good Fridays mean good Sundays, and we're off to a good start.
All right, thank you, Jimmie.
Thank you, Kelly. And a little gamesmanship maybe being played on pit road as Kevin Harvick was leaving pit road. And Alex Bowman also trying to leave pit road. Looked like he was going to go by him, and I think Kevin said, "No, you're not going to go by me."
Spotter's telling you, go, 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 go.
Let's go to Alex Bowman. Mike?
And he just watched the video. What happened there?
Well, he wanted to get on the racetrack, and I wanted to get on the racetrack, and we ended up about running into each other. But it's all good. It's part of this group qualifying deal, and makes it exciting for the fans a little bit. But just so glad to be here with HMS, and I hate that that it's under these circumstances. Obviously, we're wishing Dale a quick recovery. Hope he gets back on the car soon. But thankful for Axalta and University of Michigan to put some faith in me and let me be here and drive their race car today.
The first time you were given the call was in New Hampshire, and you kept the car inside the top 10 most of the day. But that was kind of a whirlwind type of week. You had a little more time to prepare for this. How much better do you feel prepared for this weekend's race than maybe you did in New Hampshire?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like New Hampshire's not one of my better racetracks at the same time, and this is one of my best racetracks. So I think that's kind of helped me this weekend, and just I've done it once, so it's not as nerve-wracking, it's not as stressful, and great guys, and all these guys are so great to work with that it's they've stayed in close contact and had a plan coming here with Greg, and it's definitely been easier than Loudon was. So just like I said, really thankful for Chevrolet and Hendrick Motorsports to let me do this, and just glad to be here. Hopefully it opens some eyes and I can get a job or something for next year, because having a day job during the week isn't much fun, but just really thankful to be here.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly things can change, Kelly. A week ago, he tweeted, "Somebody hire me."
And now he's got the job. Well, checking in with Carl Edwards for kind of the other side of the story, Carl. We talked to Jimmie. What was it like for you, though, to be running in excess of 200 miles an hour and see the 48 kind of pull out ahead of you?
I thought, no. But I'm sure they just thought we were they probably thought our lap was done. I mean, Earl's the man, and Jimmie's a great competitor, and I know they didn't do that on purpose. Those guys they want to compete straight up, so it's just the way it goes. It was a mistake. At the end of the day, it didn't cost us making it to the next round, but we had to run another run, and that might have cost us, but hey, it's racing, and we got 400 miles. We got fast airs, Toyota. Hopefully we can get to victory lane.
and a decent starting position, though. Just how crucial is that here at Michigan?
You know, with this package, you're able to, theoretically race a little closer. So hopefully that won't be as crucial. But we went back and looked at the restarts last time, and they are tough. I mean, it's really going to be tough. So we've got to do a good job there. I feel like I learned some things last time, and we'll just go out and have a good time. This place is a lot of fun. It's the site of my first race that Jack put me in a Cup car, so it's always fun to come here, and hopefully it's slick and we can slide around and do what we do here at Michigan. It's hopefully going to be a great race.
All right, thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the starting grid, starting lineup, and something that you'll notice, I'm sure that Rick Hendrick is appreciating. This is just the second time this season that all 4 of the Hendrick Motorsports cars will start in the top 12, led by Jimmy Johnson in that front row.
So the row 4, Ryan Blaney with a good effort, and Jamie McMurray with a good effort also.
Carl Edwards, Ryan Newman making up row 5. Casey Kane, driver that needs a win. Kyle Larson, same situation. Drivers that have to get a win if they want to fight for the championship at the end of the season.
Yeah, all of row 6 is looking for a win. You go back to inside of row 9, Austin Dillon, while he looks decent in the points, a win would definitely secure it up. And then you go back to Greg Biffle, one of his best racetracks. Statistically, a win is really his best, maybe only hope to make the chase.
Buescher sharing that row with Greg Biffle. Buescher with the win at Pocono, and now in the top 30. Going to be racing for a championship. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brian Scott making up row 15. And all the way back, Jeffrey Earnhardt did make a qualifying run. Again, at the practice crash where they're still working on the backup car. Mike Massaro.
Talk about a guy who was determined in qualifying today. That would be Ryan Newman. After his first lap, he was like 29th on the speed chart, but somehow advanced to the final round. And, well, here you are. Pretty good qualifying effort. How'd you look at the qualifying session?
Well, the track, I think, was kind of a bit of an unknown for all of us after waiting for 3 or 4 hours. The Freightliner Chevrolet was fairly good in practice. We never got a really good lap, so we didn't know, but I kind of underdrove the first run, which put us kind of behind, and then just kind of kept pushing it until I ran in, I think, an 88. I think I ran an 88, 89, and a 90 like the last 3 runs, so that was all I had.
Went to work and got as much out of that race car as he possibly could, Rick.
And needed it. Again, Ryan Newman, another one of those drivers that really needs a win if he wants to be able to fight for the championship.